James, congratulations, a terrific away win, and it all but confirmed you in 5th place. You must be delighted with that.
Yeah, I'm really pleased for that. It was a difficult game, but I thought I think we did enough to win it, albeit that it was more nervous than we needed to be because of our own errors and our own misjudgments. But yeah, it's a great achievement from everybody. I mean, if you count up the points we picked up in the last 10 games, it's fantastic to not only to be in the playoffs, also consolidate 5th, because there'll be a few people out there saying that, you know, if we'd finished 6th or 7th, it's we're only in the playoffs because of the new format. So, but we were conscious of just finishing high as can, pick as many points as we can, and it's nice to know that we could get Edgeley Park rocking for Saturday and Wednesday. How big an advantage is it to have a home tie? I don't know statistically what, because you know, obviously. Let's go back to last year, for one example. You know, Kidderminster beat Chorley at Chorley 1-0, and Chorley got to Kidderminster, beat them 2-0 at Kidderminster. So I don't know. I mean, obviously from our own point of view, what you wouldn't want to be doing is travelling to Spennymoor. You know, we don't mind going to, say, Bradford or Harrogate, to people like the local, but you don't want to be going to Spennymoor or Blyth, you know, and you know, every advantage counts. And I think playing at Edgeley Park, given our recent record, is we perceive as an advantage. It also allows the club to draw in a lot of new fans, make some money, and obviously. You know, we'd like to think that will help in terms of travel fatigue, in terms of preparation for a potential game on a Sunday.
You've won 8 out of 10 now. Is that the target, or is that way beyond your wildest dreams?
No, I don't think you ever. You know, there was games that we sort of you could look through and you think, well, if we could pick up maximum points there because of their home record. You know, pick up the play, but we didn't think like that. We just all I'm looking for is to improve the players' fitness, improve their understanding the game, and just go through the process. And that's why I'm a bit flat now, because I'm having to tell people the same things. I mean, what possesses a player to take a touch as a zonal player and give them an opportunity to score? And I'd be furious. And so these things that they need to take out, or I need to take them out, because I can't allow. We went through a lot of things in training this week, and you know, the same things that we've been going through, the process we've been going through. And maybe it's the level, maybe it's the understanding, maybe, but you need to consolidate things and go through the process. But I think by now we should have had certain things consolidated. I was disappointed because we showed elements of mistakes and weaknesses that I think came from fatigue, but also more worryingly from misjudgments.
Talk to me as well about you didn't have many shots on target to defend, but that was a wonder save from Ben Hinchliffe, wasn't it, midway through the second half? That's terrific stuff. Yeah,
like I said, it's a match-winning save, and you know, 2 point. You know, I thought that you know, the nature of the opportunities. You know, I'm caught up in the fact that we've conceded the ball up the pitch, we've given away a set play that's led to another set play, and you know, but ultimately, like Ben, you know. Has a few aspects of his game that he can tidy up, but that's the type of save that we've seen, and that's why he's the #1 here and probably one of the best goalkeepers in this division.
In terms of the goal today, Jimmy Ball, another one, 11 now for the season. Played a little bit further forward today, but his goals have been really important in this campaign.
Yeah, like I said, I'm a big fan of Jimmy. I've a lot of belief in what I've seen at Northwich, and you know, sometimes players who are at professional clubs at 18, 19 need a bit of time to mature. And credit to Jimmy, he's maturing nicely. You know, it's hard to leave Harry Winter and Paul Turnbull out the side. You know, and you know, so it was a natural thing for us. You know, we lost Reece and Jason come in, but it was a system that we wanted to have a look at, because I think sometimes when Matty Warburton's in that 10 role, he gets battered a little bit and he gets no space unless we can stretch the opposition and create a little bit of room between the defence and midfield. So previously against FC United at home and other games, we've used him as 11 and allowed him to come off his line, and you can see that threat there. But yeah, I was really pleased with the system. Jimmy unfortunately felt a little niggle in his groin, and you know, really I should have took him off at half time, but I just didn't think he was moving as freely, and given the nature of the game, I just thought let's make the change and give Daz some minutes to prove himself as a useful addition to the 11.
You've said many times how respectful you are of part-time players. Just a word about Blyth Spartans today, considering they played 4 games in 7 days. What a great effort they put in, particularly in the last 15 minutes, and they put you under some pressure.
Yeah, no, obviously it's a little bit gung-ho and from their point of view, but you know, I think the league has to have a look at what's happened this season, because they've got 4 players go down seriously injured today, and when you're asking part-time players at the end of the season to play Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and you know, I don't know the statistics, but I bet there's going to be a lot more injuries now with those teams than say a team that's been able to have a proper rest and recovery and be able to prepare. So I mean, Blyth have been a great side, and Alan's got them rocking, and they'll be disappointed, but when they miss their key players and they haven't really got the depth of squad, and I think that's where perhaps the depth of squad pays off for the Brackleys and the Kidderminsters and you know, and ourselves, to have that extra bit of quality, to know that you can change things and bring players on that are as capable of doing the job. So I think they've been compromised today, and for them to finish as strong as that and have a chance of getting something out of the game was a real testament to their character.
I know players are important, but it's going to be announced on the website either later tonight or tomorrow that you've got 2 of your backroom staff signed up now for next season. You've got Nick Donnelly, who's going to be staying on with the club next year, and Luke Smith as well. How important is it that you've been able to do those 2 deals? Well,
I think if people characterised us now at this stage of the season, you know, we are getting little minor niggles and that from, you know, perhaps overstretching, but you know, we've worked really hard in getting everybody up to perhaps their physical potential. We had to introduce the Monday morning for the lads that I think full-time can really blossom in that, and then but also the Monday nights for the lads like Harry Winter and Smalley and Sam Walker and Michael Clark, and I asked them that they need to be fitter, stronger and a little bit more dynamic now, because the nature of the game at this level has changed. And credit to not just the 2 staff, but also to the players to come in and put that extra work in, and it's paying off. You can see that in Michael Clark's performances, Smalley's, Harry Winter's, and all the lads who are coming in on Monday. So great credit to the lads. I mean, we've been compromised early in the season, and you know, I talked to the board about having the same mentality towards the staff as our players, in terms of consolidate them on contracts, treat them you know, as professionals, and you know, we were compromised, I felt, at the start of the season by just 3 players, 3 members of staff just getting up and leaving, and you know, and you get the old rumour around what's going on, but we had no choice. I mean, these guys are on short term and feeling a bit insecure, and then they get opportunities out of the club. So we're going to have that. But these are 2 guys, along with Dave, that I've worked with at Northwich. They've come in, and I trust them. They're very professional, well qualified, all of them. They do the jobs really professionally, and as we move forward, they're guys who want, if there's another day, another morning, or we go a proper full-time or a complete full-time setup, they want to be here. So that's the type of people I want aboard. You know, professional people, well educated, do the jobs properly, and they've got the commitment to further what we're doing. And you know, it's been a long time coming for those guys, but I think it was important. We've been caught up on a few things, but it was really important that we get them aboard. And like I said, we're in good shape for next season, but that's down the road. I mean, the most important thing now is that those guys are in there doing their work now, in terms of preparing us for Saturday, Wednesday, and all the other games that might follow.
Well, all the other games that might follow. We've been looking at permutations, who you might meet in the playoffs. I guess the important thing is, though, nobody wants to be playing Stockport County, do they? And that's the thing to remember. Yeah, well,
I don't know. I mean, you know what? There's a couple of permutations down there, all depending on how the game's in hand, and we'll probably know where we stand in terms of coming into Saturday's game. Because you know, obviously, Chorley have got a couple of games midweek. Spennymoor have got the catch-up games. Look at the fixtures, and anything can happen, you know. But from our own point of view, like I said, we've done the business today in terms of consolidating the position. I know it's subject to, you know, perhaps us getting a point, or Chorley dropping points or not scoring the goals. But it puts us in a good position, similar to when we were in the playoffs the last time, that if we wanted to rest key players and have everybody and almost now prepare for a home game, and we probably know by Saturday who we're going to be playing. So just got to do things professionally now, and make sure we're prepared, and let the other people behind us see where they stand. But there's a lot of scouting going on, and we've got people out watching all the potential opposition, because all that stuff's going to be very important in terms of being totally prepared for the playoffs.
Can't wait for it. Well done today.
Thanks very much.